welcome to Montgomery, Alabama. We're excited to be here. A couple of teams prepared for a showdown to see who will emerge as victors in today's IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UL Monroe's offense will have first crack at this one. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
I'm a huge fan of offensive aggressiveness to start a football game. I think the defense is getting settled in. They play up a little bit. They play a little bit more aggressive. They got more emotion, and the offense takes advantage. Nice big play over the top. Stay aggressive, offense.
Nice quick throw there. It is so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Bulls offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40 to the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Bulls line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll try the run. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. And the Warhawks heading quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. They'll put it in play from the 27. First down.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Caught in the backfield. It's Godfrey. Found a little bit of room to just short of the first down. The Warhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Warhawks are flying down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. Corner's going to give them room. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Warhawks come to the line with a new set of downs.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll keep it himself. Plows through the defense. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
first down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. We've reached the end of the period, and it's Louisiana Monroe out front. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And his throw is incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. This is now a 7-point game. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line,
makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. And the Warhawks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Power football with the run. Couldn't really get started there. Pick up of 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. That's caught. It's Rogers. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. On third down, he drops the throw. He's looking deep. He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Warhawks are rolling down the field. Slams it ahead. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're
got enough space, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buffalo!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Warhawks want to crank the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Finds his man. It's Godfrey. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. To the air on second down. On target to the left. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Caught in the backfield. It's Godfrey. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Warhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Going for it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone. Touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Here's a heat. This time he's got it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the big fella. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Rushes on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
On the run, it's right. He has the first and still on his feet. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Warhawks will kick it off to start the second half. And here's the return. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Bulls.
We just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments, things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Looking to buy time. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Warhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And the Warhawks will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. they hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Not a lot of room. It found its way ahead for 2 out to the 26. The Bulls come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to run for it. At the 40, there he goes. Turning on the Jets. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buffalo!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown. The running back.
So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Fires downfield. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Warhawks moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. Off the play fake. With the catch, it's Porter. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Warhawks are marching down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rogers. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Warhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rogers. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Warhawks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. Bringing the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
On third and long, try and have a big completion here. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
And the Bulls with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Going to swing it on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Bulls decide to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Will punt this one away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Big time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Catch in the middle. It's Rodgers. He's loose on the right. He's at the touchdown, Warhawks. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good.
Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so it's a 2-point conversion attempt.
30, Buffalo, 25.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Off play action on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play, really downhill.
Turning it on! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll go back to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Bulls look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. The defense will try to hold up one more time, under 2 minutes to go. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Yeah, I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing. But I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this 4th down and move the sticks.
The give as they work on that clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down and 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Gets it past the marker. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Tight end now in motion. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this would...
Thank you.